We're here with a familiar face to everybody back in Toronto, Mikael Tellqvist.
Yeah, that's right.
Got to get through it. So talk about your experience coming over to the KHL, and how's that transition been for you?
Well, I think the first year was obviously tough. It's a very offensive-oriented game over here. It's not easy to be a goalie in this league. You see all the Russian players that play in NHL. They're mostly offensive players, and this is basically what this league is all about too. So, but you know what? It was fun, and it's a good competitive league to play in, and so I'm happy.
What are some of the key characteristics for the KHL in comparison to, say, the NHL, for example?
Well, as I said before, too, more offensively minded. I think NHL is more you play like a system. You try to take care of your own end at first. Here's more go, and try to score as many goals as you want. And that's why you can see goals like 7-6 and 7-5 some nights, because if you're not having a 100% night as a goaltender in this league, you're going to have a tough time.
Have you had to adjust your game a little bit because of how up-tempo and offensive it is?
Yeah, it really did. Last year I played for a team called Akbars Kasana. The first half of the year, I had really trouble with the big rinks again and all that stuff. So I kind of tend to play a little bit deeper over here to read the play and all that stuff. North America, you just try to stay square to the shooters and a lot more shots. I think maybe you got to play like tips and stuff like that too. So a little bit different for sure. But I always grew up in a big rink, so it didn't take me too long.
Yeah. And is it easier for European players to come to the KHL in comparison to the North American born, because you're a lot closer to back home?
I think so. Obviously, it's always tough to play in Russia, and I'm not going to lie to you. We see some pretty interesting places, but it might be, because we, as you said before, we were used to playing at big rinks growing up, so it might be a little bit different. Coming from North America, you kind of go over the blue line, it's kind of a good scoring chance. If you get over the blue line here to make a shot, it's kind of an easy save for the goalie. So it is a little bit of a transition for the North American guys, I think.
And what would you say are maybe two key things that players, NHL guys, need to take into consideration when they're considering the KHL as an option next season?
I think it's a good option. It's a good competitive league. Obviously, if you think about it economically too, it's really good for guys to maybe get stuck in AHL or something like that, come over here and play good in this league, and you see a lot of guys coming from the KHL back to the NHL. So I think the KHL is really good for the players. It's a good option for players that want to play in a really competitive league outside